Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Welcome to Yorkshire. Today, taking flights in the BAE 146 in British colours again. People really enjoyed the flight I did last time to London City, so it makes sense to do it again. And this time, departing out of Leeds-Bradford and into Belfast City, George Weston International Airport. Enjoyed the flight I did last time to London City, so it makes sense to do it again. Go away. Yeah, it's back in Flight Sim, back in the skies today in an aircraft that, honestly, I enjoyed it last time. I really enjoyed it. It's good to be in the air again. Hopefully be able to give it good flights today. And hopefully, again, a bit more of a mix. We do a lot of 737s and A320, definitely more Phoenix these days than anything else. But again, fly this a bit more, try and try the MD-80 again because I really enjoyed the MD-80. I need to do a Concorde flights, that's something I'm really lagging behind in now. So yeah, fingers crossed, we should be able to do pretty good flights. If you hear any background noise, apologies, that's just the cat being the cat. Stop making noise. I have to pick you up, and I don't like that. There you go. Strange animal. Yeah, so, BAE 146, let's get this thing going, shall we? Welcome, Pocknot, welcome Future Clips, welcome Alfie, Aiden, Mizwarukin, Moi Mitakulu, Oli, Ala. Sorry, Aya even, not Ala. Pocknot, how you doing? Right, battery's on, let's get this thing going. Battery, sets the checklist, shall we? Your damper 2 on, autopilot masters are on, avionics on. Nav light sets to high. Going to set no smoking lights to on. Seatbelts then are also super far down here somewhere. No smoking on, AMD Manchi lights, and your AP generator can come on, which is that one. Jump down to the tablet, let's get our weights and balance all sorted out. So go to the aircraft, go to open, and let's plug in our numbers. Passenger on board today is going. Do I like the Braddock 3D Max? No. The Braddock 10 Max by Braddock 3D is the disaster. Worst aeroplane ever produced in Flight Sim. Right, numbers. So, passenger count today is going to be 87, so not a very full aircraft today. Very quiet compared to others in the past. So, 087. Again, I don't know if I can get the cargo set up properly this time, because last time I just, there you go, outright refused to slow the aeroplane. Cargo, so cargo 2.2, so 1.1, 1100, and it's going to refuse it, so we'll have to leave it like that, I guess. A bit front heavy, but this problem, this aircraft's quite front heavy anyway, so I need to have cargo on board. I'll figure that out. Perhaps it's just a bug, perhaps I'm just doing something wrong. Fuel on board. Fuel today is 4888, that goes into the total fuel weight, 488. 04888. Empty weight 038. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, leave that all the same, I guess. Right, that's all fueled up. That's the passengers set up. That's the weight all set up. That's the aircraft configured from the tablets. Doors are open. Future. We've got the front exit open, so that passenger can board through the set of stairs. No need for the rear doors. The aircraft's going to take about 5 seconds to board anyway. Right, let us get this thing going, shall we? So, back to the checklist. I now need to do the seatbelt signs to on. Set the left-hand fuel pump, which is going to be the one that the APU runs off of. APU is that one. And then, APU we can start. So, APU starter to start. Let that run through systems, and eventually that calls the aircraft panels to life. While that goes, we're now going to... What was that background noise? Is that Discord? I'm sure I'm used to it. There's something in the background still. No, it's not Sim, is it? I don't know. Right, so let's do the FMS, shall we? In fact, let's do Pack X at the same time. And you start a flight, so going from Leeds-Bradford to Belfast City, BA 7312, 24,000 cruise, flight time 45 minutes, departure in approximately 26 minutes. RJ100, 87 passengers, no Wi-Fi, no entertainment, no boarding music, we have got show safety briefing, yes snacks, no to meals, customs not required, flight does not continue, and aircraft can board. I mean, there's a good chance we'll do a return flight today, so this is such a short little hop that we'll do a return flight in a couple of, well, when we land basically. So I'll get all prepared later on. RS automatically in line, that's not a problem, so we'll go straight into our routing, starting off with our departure airport of Echo Golf November Mike. Arrival airport is Echo Golf Alpha Charlie. And our flight waypoint today is Nelsa. From Nelsa we fly direct to Croft. Croft by the Yankee 70 to Colid. Then it's the Lima 70 to Guntu. The Zulu 196 to Digma. The Mike 146, very good, BAE 146, Mike 146, we fly to Erdov. Next page, almost there. Erdov by the Zulu 198 to Massop. And the Mike 148 to Mage. So in terms of our route today, we are expecting runway 32 on departure, runway 22 on arrival, and then once we're in the air we'll also figure out the return routing as well, but for the most part, focus on departure for now. That's our flight plan confirmed. Head over to the performance. Presumably the aircraft's performance page, must do. Again, you can tell I'm not the most confident this aeroplane. It's not terribly done, I can get the basics going, but I'm certainly not the most up to this thing. Right, flight plan, that's all confirmed. Next page, that's the routing. I'm sure there's a... maybe not, because the end there's no proper VNAV. The aircraft do... okay, no, that's fine, we'll leave it at that then. Right, so we'll do departure in a second. We'll go through the rest of our electrics, so make sure that's the radios are on and on. Going to set the brake temperature to on so you can monitor the brake temperature. Set the GPS so your damper comes on, the pipe's off for now. Yeah, GPS can come on as well. Don't really know how to function it, but it just works and I hope for the best basically. So that comes on, and then stick it onto the weather, or we'll just stick it on the map page for now, give it a few waypoints. I'll zoom in that as well somewhere. There goes range. Probably help for that. Right. We will now contact tower, get a clearance, and then we'll go for the rest of our checkup. So, well, passengers as well. Good evening, gentlemen. We'll board this British Airways flight 7312 from Leeds-Bradford to Belfast City. Flight time today, just 45 minutes. Nice short hop for you as we make our way to Northern Ireland. So far looking good for the weather. Right now at Leeds we're looking at a nice and warm 17 degrees centigrade. Belfast we're expecting around 17 or so on arrival. A few clouds reported, nothing too major. Give an update once we're in the air. I'd like to sit back, relax, enjoy flight British Airways today. A few seconds to go and figure out what it's talking about. 120.3054 for Leeds. Tune frequency. We'll put Unicom on standby since it's like after departure will be straight onto our own accord. So 122.8. Perfect. Cool, so that's fine, that's fine. Overhead panel, I think we've got a reference marker, which we don't. I'm a liar. Ignore me. Right, let's contact. So we are right now at stand. Also things I should probably know before I contact ATC. Let's grab all the charts up. So currently it's Leeds-Bradford stand 7. Pin that, grab the airport routing, and then our SID. So expecting the... So expecting the 32 departure on NASA 3 Whiskey. That's 3 Whiskey. And now be on 32, which you get on taxi maps. Transjectory 5000, of course, pretty much the same for everything. Nice simple departure, make a left hand turn, and that gets us on course towards Nelsut. Right, so that's our routing confirmed, happy with that. Stand 6, and our information for ATIS today is going to be information Charlie, altimeter 1017. Check and check. Good evening, Leeds. This is Shuttle 32 X-Ray Stand 7 with information Charlie requesting clearance to Belfast City.
Shuttle 32 X-Ray, good evening, Leeds Tower. You're cleared to Belfast City. Nelson 3 Whiskey departure, runway 32, squawk 6216.
Shuttle 32 X-Ray is cleared to Belfast via the Nelson 3 Whiskey departure, runway 32, squawking 6216.
Shuttle 32 X-Ray, correct, report ready for push.
Right, 6216. Also input our aircraft ID. So we are Shuttle 32 X-Ray. S H T 3 2 X-ray. Into that confirms it. So 6216 squawking, call sign Shuttle 32 X-ray. So they'll be able to now see us on the radar in control. And yeah, that'll be our flight sorted on the way out. At this point, so now it's this point the checklist. So CWAS are on, FMS are up, the pedestals active, lampers on, GPS is on, flight directors now come on, so on and on. Going to activate the GPS system and VHF navigation on. I must admit, I don't even remember what that is. VHF navigation. Well, I hope it's not important. We now need to have sets to RNAV, so that'll be the routing all sorted. VHF nav. This is my checklist. Should be together. So flight directors are on, switch GPS is just that one, VHF nav on, and then input the course. Okay. I think that's it's this, is it? Possibly. If not, I say probably something we don't need to worry about too much, I hope. Fly the wrong way, fly the wrong way. Passengers don't mind too much. Yeah, as long as they're out of Leeds. Right, DC pump on, AC pump on, that's on the overhead panel. That comes on, PTU comes on. Heating also can come on. And the anti-skids can come on. At this point, we're now ready for push and start. So running on the APU power, descent from the ground. Start the engines when ready. VHF nav. That's what I wanted. There we go. That goes standby and on. Hey, I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm doing. Initial climb out of here is level 70, so 7,000 feet will set. 7,000 sets. Welcome on, how you doing? Welcome Lionel, how you doing? Been flying from Athens, very good Alfie. That's how it goes. The best leads. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's take the VNAV as well. That'll get the flight directors to follow us once we're okay. Can't do it yet. Fair enough. Well, I'm ready. So at stand, aircraft secured, passengers boarded. We can disconnect ourselves from the ground, so stairs can come up. Just confirm we are on the parking brake. The answer is now we are. There you go. Doors can close.
Cabin crew, arm doors and check.
Chocks removed. Thank you, cabin crew. Check our centre of gravity. Make sure that our trim is in the correct position for departure. At this point, ready for push and start. So, contacts, pre-plan, and get going. Shuttle 32 X-ray stand. Stand 6 was at 16. Shuttle 32 X-ray stand 7 is ready for push and start.
Shuttle 3 to X-ray, stand 7, push and start approved, facing the east. The QNH is 1017.
Push and start is approved for Shuttle 32 X-ray, facing east, QNH 1017. Right, let's do this, shall we? So, open up everyone's favourite pushback tour. Going to face the east, so we need to make sure that our nose is facing to the right. Yeah, runway through to push, that's fine. 4 engines in this beauty to start, so it takes us a few minutes to get everything up and running. Right, crest pushback, and let's get ourselves in position. So, pushback facing east, going to be either Alpha November, down Delta, hold position. Probably won't need a backtrack, but if they request, well, their offers backtrack, probably rejects it, and then get going from there, I guess. Unless it's that thing where it's just getting red every few seconds. Don't know why, just been very, very strange today. Cargo on the FB, not yet red threads, don't know why. I've never had a problem before, but for some reason, I just can't, for some reason, input, which on occasion would be. Okay, 1100. Throws back out to 0 again, so it'll be a very, very light aeroplane. Not the end of the world, just relatively annoying.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Right, so back to the checklist. We're going to activate the beacon lights. So that aircraft's ground cadet, we are now ready for push and start. Beacons are on.
We're cleared for start and push.
Engine starter to on.
Okay,
Position
push
4.
start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brake released.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engine.
Fisk, it's been a while, man. How you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. How you doing? All right. It's been a little while, dude. Been a little while. Right, pushing back. Got permission to start the engines. So let's get going, shall we? Engine 4, start. Also, fuel pumps. Probably going to turn those on. Roll push back, get the cockpit door closed.
Please direct your attention to the screen to an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Right, first engine start up. Engine 4, fuel flow start. It's boiling here today. Absolutely boiling.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
We're now going to explain the
Brake
emergency
sets.
on this British Airways
3-2 set, and now to departure.
crew are here for your safety.
Joss again, thank you very much.
You may disconnect.
It's a violent drop from the ground cruise there. Engine 3 starts.
Have a good flight.
Monitor startup.
Position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Dennis from Kenya, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How you doing today, dude? Hope you're keeping alright.
Find the seatbelt sign in the panel above your
Engine
head.
3, fuel flow starts.
You must fasten your seatbelt. We'll provide extension seatbelts for infants. We suggest you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible during our flight, even when the sign is off. Your life jacket is either beside or underneath your seat. To use it, take it out of the container and place it over your head.
So far looking good. Just waiting for the lights to extinguish.
Securely in a double bow at your side.
Nope, don't use Stream Deck red threads. I'll just do it all one by one. Engine 2 start.
And life jackets for children.
Monitor the N1
In the unlikely event of
while
the
the
aircraft
engine
having to make an
3
emergency
starts.
landing, you'll be told to take this protective brace position. But when seated facing rearwards in Club World, you must adopt this position. We will now
Engine
explain
2
how to
fuel
leave
flow
the
starts.
aircraft in an emergency. Move quickly to the closest usable exit, taking nothing with you. High heel shoes must be taken off as they may tear the evacuation slide. Emergency lighting, including floor level lighting, will help you find your way to the exits. These are clearly signed.
Looking good. Lights will distinguish.
The rear of the aircraft and to
And
and
engine 1
from
starts.
the cabin section. Your crew will now point out the exits nearest to you.
Haven't worked today, Alfie. Back at work tomorrow. Today's been at home all day, which has been pretty good. Nice to rest a little bit. I had a look. Worked the last 11 days in a row, so pretty much I was a bit knackered these last couple of days. Yeah, 11 days in a row. It does happen on shift work, but I don't mind it too much. As I said, the job I do is pretty enjoyable. Not a particularly dislike, so I can't complain. I can't complain. I'm in quite a good position where I actually quite enjoy what I do work-wise. I can say that.
If necessary, blow into this mouthpiece to top up the air. The life jacket is fitted with a light and a whistle.
Saw a super love on the Concorde yesterday. You're probably at the New York... It's Intrepid, is it? New York Intrepid. Is Phenols still flyable to knowledge? It should be California. I haven't played it in a little while, I must admit, but it's still very much a working aeroplane, definitely. There we go. The AU146 has started up. Resets the starter switch. Turn on the engine generators, which is going to be pump and pump, and generator. Yeah, also it's fine. Where are they? There you go. Generators and generators. AP generator off and APU off. Cool. Shuttle 32 X-ray is ready to taxi.
It must be put under the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker, but place items in the locker carefully as they may fall and injure someone.
Shuttle 32 X-ray is ready to taxi.
Your tray table is put away.
From 3 to X-ray, taxi on Delta 1, runway 32 by Alpha, November and Delta.
Taxi and hard shorts Delta 1 for runway 32 via Alpha November Delta for Shuttle 32 X-ray. I've not seen the Q400 yet, Alfie. I must admit I've not. But based on that review, I'll avoid that one then. Fine brakes removed, increased throttle, taxi lights on. Let's get going, shall we? So currently on Alpha, make a right hand turn on to November. So currently on Alpha, right hand turn on to November, and then down south to Delta. The ECA message and mention of spoiler, which at the FF pound 2 seconds, and that's the spoilers. Spoiler, lift spoiler, selector off. Right, so hold position here 2 seconds, double check the FF panel. I might have missed a step, shouldn't have done, but just double check 2 seconds, always safe. Alright, hold, so parking brake. Right, spoilers. Yes, I should have forget about them. Auto spoilers on, lift spoilers on and on. Perfect, that's more like it. Park brake off, let's continue taxi.
All stations, information SOS now current, no significant change.
It's worse than Max, is it? Okay. Freeware or payware? Oh, the Sunshine Museum in Germany. Okay, oh, very good. Must try visit it one day from over in Germany again, which probably is going to be like in 3 weeks now, my luck. Now, next trip for me is to Finland, flying into Tampere. From Tampere, I go to Lappeenranta, and then Lappeenranta to Helsinki, Helsinki, back to London. Welcome B17, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How you doing today, dude? 25 quid. Ooh, which developer? Do I know these guys, or is this just another crap shooters of an add-on?
Shuttle 3 to X-ray, do you require the backtrack?
Negative, no backtrack required for Shuttle 3 to X-ray.
Shuttle 3 to X-ray, roger. When you're ready, runway 32, The surface winds at 290 degrees at 12 knots. You're clear for takeoff.
12 knot winds, even on a clear day. Clear for takeoff, runway 32 for shuttle 32 X-ray, thank you very much. Yeah, Leeds is definitely known for its wind. Obviously today is no exception to that. Right, you go to TAR, right. Strobe lights to on. Cam crew, please take your seats for departure. Cat's gone now, red thread. Cat left a little while ago. Snowpalm Studios. Nope, never heard of those guys, I'm afraid. I'll check it out later. See, I don't think I can activate the. Oh, I can. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Flight director. Perfect. Press the wrong button. Cool. Let's take off, shall we? Throttle 40. Engines 134 stable. Let's get going.
Speed alive, both sides. 80 knots, cross checked. V1.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotates.
V2.
2.
Positive rate of climb, gear up.
Gear up. It's a very pretty departure out of Leeds. Give them that. It's a very, very pretty departure out of Leeds. Last left hand turn. That's up. Over to Unicom 122 some lates for shuttle 32 X-ray. Thank you for service, and we'll talk to you in a bit. Bye bye. We're just going to hit 250 knots very shortly. What I'm going to do is activate the right. Autopilot's on and indicated airspeed on, and climb now to level 240, sharp is active for today, so it should hopefully, and well beyond that now.
2500.
Well beyond that's the speed warning. We're going for a slightly higher rate of climb there, in fact we are descending apparently. We can do a vertical speed hold. At the very least, actually, now to keep on climbing. There, that's more like it. As you can tell, yeah, it's not my main aircraft to go for, but I know enough of it to keep it steady. Autopilot's active. Just make sure it's on the LNAV. Currently holding vertical speeds. Quality 250 knots. Passing through 4,000. A little bit gusty, a little bit windy at the moment. I can feel that in the aeroplane. There we go. Cool. Continue climb, past 5,000 as standard altimeter set, 10132902. Activates the altitude alarm start. As soon as it hits 240, the aircraft will then hold its climb. Confirm it's 240, the answer is yes, level 240, cruising out today. Again, Very hands-on, the BAE 146. Very, very hands-on. Does need just a little more work to keep it going, but when you get the basics right, it's an absolute joy to fly this thing. It really, really is. Absolutely love this aeroplane. The only negative, because it came out on the 3rd of May, which is about a week before, or 2 weeks before the Phoenix 320 release, and also just for the PMD. Because yeah, the PMD G77 released on the 9th of May, my birthday. The Phoenix week behind that. So if this aircraft released a little bit earlier, it would have been far more popular. Sadly, it came out just at the wrong time, where it's never quite got the recognition it deserves, which is a shame. But again, I do adore this airplane. Very, very easy to fly. Well, it's not easy to fly in the world, but certainly a fun one to fly. I'll just give you a lot to play around with as we continue our climb over the Yorkshire moors. This is the BAE 146, Nicholas. The BAE 146, also known as the RJ 100. I've done several tutorials on autopilots, Adrian. I've done several tutorials on autopilots for different aeroplanes. Check them out. CTSR button's constraint button. It just allows the aircraft to fly past constraints. There we have it. Ability to fly. Passing 10,000. Can turn off the landing lights. Continue our climb out. It's now pretty much a straight line path the rest of the way. So now leaving the SID en route to Nelsa. And then continue on from there. So turn off the seatbelt sign and give our passengers their freedoms back. Yeah, have a seatbelt sign. Oof, look at these clouds. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Try to get the right angle for the wings to be visible as well, but yeah, the way the wings kind of slightly pitched down, it's nice to do with the BAE, but it is. So it's the ability to fly. It is a challenge, but when you get it going, it's again one of the easiest planes to just really fall in love with. I do adore this thing. Right, let's go through the cabin, shall we? Let's see who's on board our flight, who are our passengers, who's on this flight today. 86 passengers, so quite a few empty seats dotted around, 50 rows on the aeroplane. Any names you recognise, give us a shout and we'll have their stats on board. Don't think there'll be too many names we'll shout out today. So there'll be British, some Irish names on these flights. But nobody that really stands out today. Nope, not today. Not today. Curious about the map on the FB, can show the flight path there. I don't think you can, I must admit. I don't think you can. Charts, let me take another rough count, 2 seconds. So you can. Oh, crap, right. Ooh, okay. Apparently I can't. KBT, J 7 A6H. Should be correct. There we go. Right, so yeah, you can link your charts up. So going to be landing at EGAC. Expecting runway 22 on arrival today, so approach charts. ILSD on the approach to runway 22. And that shows your routing coming on in. So you can play up your charts and stuff, but the map itself doesn't actually show your routing, I'm afraid. That's one thing it doesn't actually provide. Not the most advanced habit in the world, but it does the basics, it does a job. It's just there for really to position your aircraft where it is. Last flight in real life was a flight from London Gatwick to Manchester. I went up to Manchester while we watched the shit goes wrong. Again, absolute door mischief comedy. Great group. Going to see them again in Edinburgh Fringe, actually. Going to go up to watch Mind Mangler. Member of the Tragic Circle. Right, it's about to reach 24,000. We'll be at cruise for approximately 5 minutes and then start to descend straight away, pretty much. That's the bit I'm going to really have to focus on. Make sure that we descend at the right time, which, according to the charts, is when we overhead the Isle of Man. Hit Isle of Man, start descent rate of around 1,000 minutes, and the aircraft will make ourselves, well, it's like a great approach into our destination. In Belfast City, an airport I've been to 3 times in real life. I've flown in British Airways, I've flown in with Eastern Airways, and I've flown in with Logan Air. That's the altitude alarm, now approaching 24,000 feet. Aircraft will level off. In the case of using the throttles to manually adjust our speeds. Again, no auto throttle in this airplane, all done manually, all done hands-on for the this trip, but fingers crossed, touch wood, should be a pretty good trip. And alright, Mr. Co-Pilots. Did you enjoy your flight with us on board? In the weather, the clouds, as ever, very, very pretty in Flight Sim. Should be a pretty simple flight today. Don't think there's too much to go wrong for us. At the toilet bath there. As for our flight plan, takes us on a slightly southwesterly course, just north of Manchester and Liverpool, cut across the Irish Sea, over Isle of Man, and then make approach into Belfast again. Not a particularly long course today, nice and simple. We'll be there in a few minutes. Of course, we create Volanta. Volanta would be really, really good, yes. I mean, if we can get Volanta onto these things, I mean, it does stuff like top percent setup, it does screenshots as well. You know I like my screenshots. My favourite thing to do is when I'm in cruise board, I'll just look for a screenshot. There you go, one out of Birmingham right now. Okay, pretty average screenshot, sorry. It's default camera, got the bar top there, no thank you. Hopefully London's more impressive. There's a default camera position again, that's on the 787. Come on, there has to be a wow factor somewhere. There we go, that's alright, that's in the Phoenix. Give you a like for that. That's good, it's a good angle, not default, it's just there. That's nice. It's very nice vehicle mate to stand in Oslo's at. Yes, Oslo, Gardermoen. And very shortly, just doing a few crops for my screenshots to get the second monitor up. I'll have some neon on the network. Right, so I'm going to cut the throttles back. Try and get the N1 to around, yeah. I'm well aware airplane you're overspeeding. Okay, cut the throttles now. So aim for around 85, I'd say, at this point in time. Around 85 will do for us. Not too fast, not too slow. Keeps the engines at steady rates. Yeah, 83, 84 will do. And that keeps us at level cruise for the rest of the trip. So a short destination, cruising speed's not the biggest concern in the world for us. So we get there pretty much within the hour. I have got the return leg auto planned and prepped. That's all set up, ready to go on Volanta. Let me file the, sorry, on sim brief. So departure time, arriving at, Zulu be handy to know. Arriving at 17:53 Zulu, we'll do half hour turnaround, so 17:53, so 1830 around that departure time, though probably be a bit earlier than that. So, 17... Apparently landing right now. Just realised, oh no, so that is time right now, ETA, 20 minutes, 18:15, okay, so looking at around 18:45 departure time, 18:45. Submit the flight plan, and that'll be now visible on IVAO as soon as we finish our approach. Grab the briefing, download the flight plan, And leaves it at that. Got the budget deliveries downloaded, community folder, showing my folder, then we're showing sim. Make sure you download it correctly, Quangling Dinglenut. Sometimes you need to extract them, make sure in the right place, or just you got the right names. Also, check it's compatible. So some fly-by liveries are compatible with defaults, some defaults are compatible with fly-by. There could be a few reasons why your liveries aren't appearing. At this point, we've now left we've left the coast of England, now flying over the water, over the Irish Sea. At some point soon, then we're going to approach into Belfast City. I say some point soon, I do actually mean very, very soon. Right, so expecting runway 22 on arrival. At the moment, showing it's going to be Unicorn approach. There was ATC here earlier on, but they've disappeared now, which is slightly annoying. Steady arrival, ILS-22 on the direct approach in. Transition either Banker or Hotel Bravo. Let's have a quick look at the charts. So close that, head to the side, approach. We'll leave that down there because we're going to move return leg later. Runway 22. So either come in via Mage or via... Is it Mage? Blanca, sorry, make a try Blanca. Sorry, Blacker even, if you read properly. So when do Blacker, it will most likely then be Hotel Bravo. City, nope, okay, neither of those will Hotel Bravo. Oh no, that is that correct? Sorry if I the airport, okay no, so screw both of those, flying in the right, so execute that, let's go to legs. Unfortunately, I've got no real way to get the flight plan, so going from Mage straight to that, execute that. Again, distance showing your radar. I've got no way to the flight plan. I'm just going to have to wing it and hope for the best. You know, like most pilots do. Yeah, it should be pretty simple today. I don't think it'll be too far off. Worst case scenario, we'll just vector ourselves in. Welcome, Ivan. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to chat. Straven, how you doing? Not too bad myself. So far, so good. Same for you, Kev. Not too bad myself. How are you today? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to chat. Flying from Stansted to Mike Golf. It's not Madrid. That's Mike Delta. Where are you flying to? Is that Malaga? Is that Malaga's course ICAO code? Whoops, and I'm still on frequency. Which one? 122.8. Thank you. That'd be handy when I have to switch to well, communicate our approach on Tunicon. So it's runway 22. Flying direct. ILS inbound from the east. So yeah, we've left the English coast, now out of UK airspace, over the water, over Douglas, and then continue approaching from there. Which is actually on routes at the moment. Yeah, so now approaching Digma, we'll make a right turn into Erdov to Massop, cut across Isle of Man, and then Ibtez, Limca, Mage, and then send. Slowly uploading screenshots to Volanta. During long haul flights, or during even a mid haul flight, you get the time to actually do those screenshots. Because again, this is when I take a screenshot. Because I have two monitors, I have to manually crop the second monitor for every single screenshot. So it's like a two-step process. X-Plane's fine, I can just take a screenshot, boom, it appears. But this one by one, I have to crop and save. I mess up the crop somehow. Photoshop, you're really annoying sometimes. There we go. Ooh, nice bank turn. Screenshot. This is why I love you guys in the community. You're always there helping guys out. A little bit of tech support in the chat. I know, I've used you guys a lot for my own tech support. When I've messed up a flight plan and get myself flying to random locations I didn't know where I'm going. Yeah, you guys are always superb. So yeah, give him a hand, give him a help, hopefully get his delivery sorted out. If it's a case of not extracting the files properly, then, well... What do you guys use? WinRAR or 7-zip? Because I'm a 7-zip guy. WinRAR, yes, it's free. It does say to buy it, despite the fact it's got an endless free trial. 7-zip does all of that. Actually, it's better compressing, in my opinion. Better compression ratios. Opens 7-zips or 7Zs, and doesn't spam you every time you open up to buy it. 7-zip all the way, guys. 7-zip all the way. And that's back from my days of Minecraft. Downloading mods, sticking it into the bin folder. Those are the days. Never forget Minions mods, the one that help you dig all your strip mines, get all your resources. Oh, beautiful thing that was. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But not as beautiful as Microsoft Flight Sim. This is all the rage. Oh yes, make sure you delete MetaInf, that's the other bits. If you have MetaInf installed, it's somehow go and kill your flight sim, don't kill your Minecrafts. No, actually I understood what MetaInf is. It's a Java package of some sorts, but I don't quite know what it does. 717 Live Van, I've got a tip for P3 FSX, don't have one for Microsoft Flight Sim yet, although hopefully we'll get one at some point. It's an aircraft I'd very much like to get my hands on. I've got the MD-80, the MD-88 in Flight Sim, that's pretty good. It's not cheap, but I will fly at some point soon again. Right, so let's grab our approach frequency, shall we? So runway 22 into Belfast. Spin the charts required. Let's grab the taxi charts as well. Get rid of the Nelson through to departure, need that anymore. And the arrival charts into Leeds at some point soon. Right, so frequency is 10.1. Okay, already some figured, thank you very much. 10.1, which is activated. Make sure that is on. Do it with standby as well, just in case. Backs will leave. No, okay, we'll do it on 10.1. Just in case in standby. Yeah, on the background as well. Cool, 101, 101, 101. And the course of the runway is 218 degrees. 218, 218. Do it correctly, that'd be helpful. Oh, come on! 218. Got there in the end. 218. 218. I love the sim, but it can be tedious at times. Perfect. Heading wise, I think we'll pretty much leave it on this LNAV until we get to the top of the glide slope. Let the aircraft do that all for us. Yeah, no point doing anything manually today. Let the aircraft do it. When returning to Leeds, we'll probably end up doing a few vectors, but at least in the outbound leg, nothing for us to really have to do. Sure, cruise speed actually really slow today. Let's increase some speed again. Why do I go so slow? Is that Mach decimal? Doesn't show Mach indicator. Mach decimal something slow. welcome. Renix, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat. How you doing today, dude? I hope you're keeping alright. I really want the airplane, but it's pricey. It seems like a lot to deal with compared to Airbus or Boeing. It'd be cool to get the aircraft retrofitted with glass cockpits. I believe there is a package available to retrofit the BAE-146, not in the sim, but certainly in real life. It's not too pricey, I'd say. Pretty good pricing for it was, the BAE-146. And yeah, a lot more hands-on, a lot more manual control. It's not the easiest airplane in the world, but again, I do adore it. I think it's a great little bit of airplane, this. Now approaching top descent, so very shortly, I guess I was ready to drop. So now to Unicom, our intention to hit top of drop. That's more like it. Much better cruising speed. Don't know what I was doing earlier on. Yeah, it's a shame that airplanes have pretty much dropped off the market entirely. I wouldn't mind seeing a few more of these flying around, but sadly, they're a thing of the past now. No longer developments, no longer produced, and very little support for them anywhere else, really. Right, so in terms of altitude, we now need to look at descending to altitude right up intercept of 2,000 feet. So 2,000 sets. Agilon active, and it's going to be a vertical speed and pitch nose down. So aim for around 1,800 feet per minute descent today. We can also make adjustments later on when we get a bit lower. That'll probably do us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just started our descent into Belfast. Weather still at 17 degrees centigrade, with a few clouds reported, a little bit windy on the way in. We hope you've enjoyed your flight with British Airways shuttle so far. If you need to use toilets, please do so now, as we'll be preparing the cabin for landing very shortly, and therefore send you back to your seats and locking the toilet doors. Any questions again, feel free to speak to the cabin crew, but we'll be landing in approximately 20 minutes into Belfast, 20 minutes to go. So I'm on to our rate of descent. If we need to reduce it slightly, right now we are flying over Douglas on the Isle of Man. If we need to reduce things, we can reduce things. It's should be alright with this kind of rate of descent and speed. Interesting question. From Mage, how close does it get? So there's Mage. There is left-hand turn that gets us onto the top of the glide slope, so that will... yeah, that'll make it a nice... okay, no, that's fine, the aeroplane knows what it's doing. So we will need to eventually switch over to manual heading. 253 degrees, we'll do that then. So we get to Mage, we'll switch over to manual heading 253 degrees. So 250, 1, 2, 3. So we get to Mage, switch to heading 250, let the aircraft then fly the heading to the top of the glide slope, hit the localizer, follow the path down, and then hit the glide slope onto the approach path of the runway. Minimum approach speed today around 122 knots, so keep an eye on that during the final approach in. Make sure we get on the throttles, don't slow down the aircraft too much. A normal approach in City, unlike London City, which requires the 5 degrees drop. At Belfast City, it's only a standard 3 degrees glide path angle, so nothing too excessive today. Maybe at some point we'll do a Belfast to London City return, so we'll go steep approach into normal, normal into steep for now, looking pretty good. Flight from Dubai to Mumbai. If you're a channel member, Epic, then you can request a flight. How to get parts to the model sheath? They come in this aircraft. It comes in the cockpit automatically. So just flight aircraft usually will have co-pilot automatically in the cockpits. That's just something they do. Feedback from FSRealistic Pro Epic. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Again, it just adds a little bit of dynamic to the sim, makes it a little more lifelike. It's just, it's simple. It does a job. It makes the cockpit a bit more lively. McGee. It's Mage. McGee. Welcome, Gary. How you doing? Well, channel. Bob's chat. How you doing, dude? Welcome. I'm sure we'll be straight onto VC after the stream to judge my pronunciations. I'm out in Dublin. Passing 18,000 feet. We're probably a little bit high at the moment, so I'm going to increase our descent slightly and get the throttles back. Go on, Euro 4 engines. Elephant in the sky. I think it should drop like a rocket. McGee, it's an Irish name. I don't deny that. So it needs to be at McGee, 2,000 feet. Left hand turn, 252. Yeah, 253 onto the approach path into City and then down the glide slope. 16,000 feet, so I'd say we're a little bit on the high side, but not actually too far off it. So we kill the speed brakes again. I will say, if you can't tell, the sensors aeroplanes are my most confident points. Aeroplanes I do prefer to descend. This thing ain't one of them because it's all manual, all hands on, very little automation, so you're kind of just judging the aircraft based on your altitude and how far you are from the next waypoints. So we need to be at, bear with me, so IVTE's next waypoint, we should be at around level 19, it's actually well below where we need to be at the moment, so 198 for IVTE's, 166 for Limcart, which is just in front of it. We're doing right now 30, okay, tell you what, actually a little bit low now, so push nose up again and just shadow out percent rates. Yeah, 1,400 feet from there should do quite nice. Let's see what signs come back on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to the and fasten seatbelt.
Gary, if you're around, you have got a chance to do any ATC at Belfast City. If not the end of the world, but a bit quiet on arrival today. So passing through 12,000, kind of pitch nose up a little bit more. So proud of you. You can fly from Athens to Tokyo. Well, it's a long flight that. I need to have like an entire day for it, but we'll see. quick update on the weather in Belfast. 2907 knots, plus visibility, no clouds reported apparently, okay. 17 centigrade, dew point 8, connection 1018. So the connection now, while we're at it. Like that. That's it, 1018. Cool, set and set. Welcome RHCP, how you doing? Welcome CB, how you doing? Welcome channel, welcome chat, how you both doing today? It's a good time. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing, 10 minutes. We're already at 250 knots, so no need to slow down at this point. Now heading towards McGee. McGee's in 20 miles. Okay, make sure that we're level by McGee, so nose out a bit further. If we level off a little early, it's not the end of the world. Welcome Holly, how you doing? Welcome back. Welcome to the channel and chat. How you doing today?
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure trays tables are stowed and keep in a full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or underneath the seat belt.
I don't know why I've just looked at it on the IVAO Discord server, but I see Dan's having a good time. Right, passing 10,000 feet, let's focus on the approach now, shall we? So McGee, at the very worst, we need to pass at 065 apparently. Seems way too high flight pattern to actually we need to be at. Glide path tells us we need to be at 2,000. Within 10 miles, start descent at around 6.1. Further glide path down, and stand runway 12. To the waterway on the left hand side, that's kind of the path from the fly down. So beautiful approach into Belfast City actually. Took a train out to where was it? Hollywood, was it? Hollywoods? Holly something. Oh, map, can we get there? Took a train out to yeah, it's Hollywood. Holywood. Took a train out to Holywoods. And then just kind of stood there, watched planes approaching to Belfast City, which is just next door to it. So stand there, there's a train line along by the water, and just watch airplanes coming in for the approach. Nice place to stand, definitely a worth little trip there. Passing 6,000, come back throttles further, and pitch nose down. Yeah, definitely on the high side at the moment. Drop, drop, drop. In moments I'm in the flaps as well. That's 10. So I use IVAO personally, so I'm playing on right now. Controller hadn't started, was an IVAO controller out in Leeds-Bradford. Thank you, Holly, as ever, appreciated. Whoops. Thank you, aeroplane. I wasn't mentioning speed there. Probably said that's quite important, speed. What would I know about that? Okay, push nose back up again. Sounded more than enough right now. Passage 4,000. We've got 5 miles to go, so should be in a good enough position for the glide slope. Once again, McGee is slightly offset to the east of the glide slope, so make a left-hand turn, heading 253, continue this path here, hit the glide slope, and then down the path at 2000. So it should be alright for this point on. We'll level off a little early, but not much early. We've also had some freeware scenery for Belfast City, so I should get a bit more of a sight in the arrival today. Land the airplane, do the turnaround, and then back up we go to Leeds. Got 2 miles to go. And the heading selects. Let's on landing lights. The answer is I did not. Right, heading mode selected, and switch over to navigation. All you've got left. Get the aircraft down the glide slope and bring it into land. Expect to arrival in 8 minutes, so terms our timing right now pretty good for our position. Gear down. I should now level off at 2000. I don't know why it deselected, but I remember it now. Actually, a bit like Concord. It's the same era, the European Kingdom. Both aircraft produced in a relatively similar era. Steam gauges over glass. Localizer active.
Localizer captured.
Localizer captured. That's 24. Runways and sights. Hey, there we go. Let's have an approach. Good afternoon, Belfast approach. Shuttle 32 X-ray established runway 3. Correction, stretch runway 22.
Shuttle 32 X-ray, Belfast approach. Good evening, runway 22. You clear to land. Service screens at 3005 knots.
Clear to land, runway 22 for shuttle 32 X-ray. Cool. So got our land clearance at Belfast. Make the land, and then, well, turn it off around to the back to Leeds afterwards. Just waiting now for the glide slope to be captured. Got a little bit to go, but not too far off it. Can see a butter, well hopefully. That's what I get today. Eliza, how doing? Need to call up. Go. The vertical's now travelling.
Glide slope armed.
Glide slope armed.
Glide slope captured.
Glide slope captured.
Established on the ILS.
Through to X-ray. It's fully established. Don't forget, it's like the replay. So we'll do the replays at the very end. We'll do return flight first, and then we shall do the replay into Belfast. Because I don't like doing the... If you're doing a turnaround, using the replay does mess up the sim slightly, so best do it in the very end. So this is RJ100 into Belfast City. A little bit speedy, so put the engines back slightly.
Speed check below 145. Select flap 33.
Flaps 33. Get myself comfortable. One thousand stable approach. Approach altitude sets. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please. Autopilot glide slope. Autopilot is connected. I'm in control. Guess I'll correct some glide slope shortly.
500. Glide slope.
I'm well aware of the glide slope. There we go, that's more like it. Small corrections, 2 red, 2 whites, looking good. Approach speed about 100 knots on the dots. Still speed's 90 in this aeroplane.
Flight 50, 40, 30, 20.
Idle throttles.
10.
Ground idle.
No reverse thrusts, so a bit of braking.
80 knots.
80 knots.
60 knots.
60 knots. And there you have it. It's Belfast. A little bit of a crosswind. There's the gear came down very late, but not a bad landing. That's not a bad landing. Spoilers down, flaps up.
7:27 p.m. and it's currently about 70 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the
Triple 32 X-ray, welcome Belfast City, taxi Alpha stand 4.
caution when opening the overhead bin.
Taxi Alpha stand 4 for shuttle 32 X-ray, thank you very much.
For flying with us.
Right, landing lights set. APU start. Carefully taxing the taxiway, not with grass. There we go, 2 minutes ahead of schedule. Not a bad landing into George Best. Next flight's going to return leg now back to Leeds-Bradford, so it's going to be 2 parts to this flight. We've now landed at Belfast. Prepare the aeroplane and then fly back to York. With a nice nibble, 1 taxiway Alpha, right hand turn onto Stand 4. Good choice then for, and also got the ground vehicles waiting for us. And today's cargo was absolutely nothing, because for some reason the aircraft won't let me do cargo. So I report it as a bug to Just Flight. Very, very peculiar issue that. There will be a replay, Nicholas, but we're doing it at the end of the stream. So we'll do a return leg first, then we'll do a replay. We'll do both flights, replay at the end. So 6 at the very end, if you want to watch us landing from the passenger point of view. Brake sets. Also, the cabin's all rowdy back there. AP generator is on. And engines off. Not that one, sorry, I'll turn off. Where are you? That comes off, that comes off. That comes off. And that comes off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Belfast City. Local time right now is 7:30. Temperature outside at 19 degrees centigrade. We thank you for flying with British Airways. We hope you enjoyed your flight on board today, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Cabin crew, this one's also check, please. Thank you for flying with us today. Cool, so I'll just stand, get the ground power and chop to position, pardon me. Going to switch over to the external power generator, hopefully that will clear us shortly. Never remember the external power buttons in this aeroplane. I remember the AP, I don't remember GPU. Start power, engine power, AP generator, generators on, generators on, they can come off and off. Let's leave them all on. Automatic stuff. External AC is on. That comes off. Power stays on. Cool. Perfect. APU off. We're now at external power. Finish one of the flights. Do replay at the end. Laynock, if you pay attention, the replay comes at the end. Right. That's the end of flight. Now for the reports from PACX. Which of cabin. Everyone's disembarking. All looking very good. So, BA7312, RJ100 from Leeds-Bradford to Belfast City. Flight time 46 minutes, planned departure 44, departure at 40, planned arrival 29, arrival 27, 87 passengers, 95 satisfaction, landing rate 150, and I've got time of 59 minutes. I'll drop a flight report in chat, so if you want to get more detail, feel free to go through the list. And next up for us is the return legs. So, we'll switch over to our new call sign now. Let's grab the flight number and plan. In fact, I've got a screenshot of the approach time, I've got a screenshot of the aircraft at stand for the Volanta, so we'll do that now. Upload it later. Cool, so we are now going to be shuttle 14 Alpha. So just next yes. Reconnect to new frequency. I'll drop the new tracking link on there very shortly, just wait for it to update onto the website. And yes, plug in our new numbers, shall we? So do the same for PACX. So menu, start a flight. Alpha Charlie to November Mike, BA1313, was it 1312 last flight? Just double check that 2 seconds. View reports, yeah, 1312, so 1313 to return. Flight time 45 minutes again. Departure approximately, so scheduled departure is 17:40 apparently, is it? That's what my fan says. So leaving Belfast 17:20, which is. See, that's what I'm thinking. We arrive at 18:20. Ignore me. I'm got the wrong link. Right. Scheduled departure time is 18:45 Zulu. So we've got 11 minutes apparently. Great. 11 minutes departure. RJ100, 77 passengers. That can start boarding straight away. No boarding music. You have a safety briefing. Yes, snacks, no meals, customs not required, so flight numbers will continue, let's start boarding. So we've got 10 less passengers on the inbound leg, 77 on board. Refuel the aeroplane, that's going to now be a total fuel weight of total for requirements for this leg is 4811. That'd be fine. Can't do the cargo for some reason because it just doesn't want to do it anymore. Yeah, apart from that, all looking good. APU, we can start up again. That goes. We'll contact, we'll double check the weather now. 8 is for Belfast. Belfast reporting information delta 77 no clouds reports. Yeah, same as the approaching flight, that's not a problem. So information delta, we're calling in standard 4. Hello there, Belfast Tower. This is Shuttle 14 Alpha Sound 4 with information delta requesting clearance to Leeds-Bradford.
Shuttle 14 Alpha, standby clearance on request.
Roger that. Right, while we wait, plug in the new routing. So go over to flight plan, Echo Golf Alpha Charlie, Echo Golf November Mike. Yeah, cool. Right, routing. So, much shorter flight plan this time, starting off with Duffy. Oops, we've been the right place, so we've got handy. Duffy. Duffy fly the Lima 15. Ooh, good question. This one's going to be 5405. 5405. Lima 15.
Shuttle 14 Alpha, happy clearance, ready to copy.
Shuttle 14 Alpha is ready to copy.
Shuttle 14 Alpha, you're cleared to Leeds. It's going to be runway 22 for departure. Duffy Lima 15 Tepods. Initial climb 5,000 feet and squawk 0046.
Shuttle 14 Alpha is cleared to destination Leeds. Speed departing runway 22 on the Duffy Lima 15 departure. Initial climb 5,000 feet, squawking 0064.
I just checked squawk 0046.
Correction, 0046 Shuttle 14 Alpha. Right, Lima 15
Shuttle 14 Alpha, read back
Tepods.
is correct. Report ready for push and start.
Fly to Quebec 38 to Gigto. Quebec 4 to Wales. 4 I said. No runway match? No, because up in a queue would be handy. Quebec 4 to Wales. Let it load. And then direct to Hull. And that's our flight plan complete. Execute that, all looking good. Plan of departure, so it's runway 22 on the... apparently there's no SID. Okay, runway 22 directs to Duffy, I guess. Double check the flight. How do charts show it? That's the important bit. Grab the new tracking links. If you want to follow our flight plan, feel free to do so via the new link on chat. So it's to load.
Leeds-Bradford. Our flight time will be roughly 45 minutes. Please note the cabin doors
Yeah,
are closed. We ask that you make
quite a bit
sure
of
that all
information
devices
though.
are in airplane
As much as I love WebEye, it can be tedious at times. Can be very, very tedious. There we go. Alright, we can track our flights. This is the new link.
The tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Seat 7778 Thailand, really? I think so. No. Not today, I'm afraid, Lanok. Not today. Right, so yeah, that's our new tracking link. Feel free to follow it with the new outbound leg. We can fill in, yeah, but not going to because I'm unrealistic. Passenger boarded, due to departs in 5 minutes. Got new route set. Runway 2 departure onto Duffy. Check the charts for Duffy departures quickly. Again, also we've got a new flight plan. So SIDS, departures. Yeah, so you can just depart, make left hand turn through to Duffy, and away out, that's fine. Nice and simple today, nice and simple. Right, so that's all configured. That's us good to go. Altitude to initial climb 5,000 feet. Flight time 45 minutes today in this leg. 45 minutes flight time. Go to you. You can go active. Count that in 2 seconds. Yeah, if the AP is running, we can then disconnect from the ground power, which is that one. We'll remove the ground power unit, secure the aircraft, remove the shock system around the parking brake. Close the doors. Make sure it trims within takeoff limits, which it's not. Shuttle 14 Alpha Stand 4 is ready for push and start. Squawking 0064. 0046 even.
Shuttle 4 Alpha Sector Transponder 0046.
0046 Shuttle 14 Alpha.
Shuttle 4 Alpha push and start approved, facing north.
Push start approved, facing north for Shuttle 14 Alpha. Should really, in theory, also do this. So Shuttle 14 Alpha. Enter that. So that's our call sign now. Should go on AT systems as well. Back to you. Fish parts approved, facing north. Let's prepare our push and start, and let's get out of it. So pre-plan. And request.
Cockpit to ground.
So now gets the beacon lights on, so that ground can now ready for the engine startup. Position 4, engine starter on, start switch when ready. Generators will stay on as we switch over automatically. Yeah, runways are everything's configured for the return to Belfast. We need to already, so 1081 course 218. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Time to move to position, and let's get ourselves prepared to go, I guess.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Aircraft lifts. Keen. Land's very good. Doing flight Dublin to Glasgow and Phoenix. Aer Lingus with various repairs. Very nice. Very
We're cleared
nice.
for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Brakes released.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Thank you there, James, for the £2 there. Great plane. Oh, you down a third of the as European. They're the precursors for Flyby, if I recall correctly. No, not bad. Hang on, I just pressed there. Remote, okay, as long as we've got starter on, that's fine. Yeah, not bad option that. Very good. Very, very good. Hang on, let me restart the startup. That's more like it. Engine 4 starting. How many years ago would that have been then? Because Jersey European, they haven't flown on that name for about 20 odd years now. Maybe, well, maybe like 30 years that. They might go into the 1980s, 1990s that. Yeah, not bad history. Not bad bit of history that. What's Belfast known for? Let's just,
We're now going to
yeah.
explain the emergency procedures on this British Airways aircraft. The captain and the crew are here for your safety.
Engine 4 looking good. Light switch signature shortly. Engine 3 starts. Onto the N1 in this case. It's for it to hit 18.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set.
Arcing brake set. Lowering aircraft.
And thud. Drops the aircraft.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Cockpit door is closed. Passengers, yes. Cockpit door is secure. Can open it if you want to.
Have a good flight.
There you go. Cockpit door open.
Position waiting for visual. Thank you and goodbye.
You see the door now. Cockpit door open. Cockpit door
Pass the tapes around your waist
closed.
and tie them securely in a double bow at your side. Inflate your life jacket when you
Right,
leave the
engine
aircraft.
to start.
We will supply life cots for babies and life jackets for children.
Love streams lately. Yeah, thanks, Rymister. Glad you joined the watch. Glad you, I'm glad you sticking around, dude. Always appreciate the support. Always appreciated. Engine to start.
We will now explain how to leave the aircraft in an emergency. Move quickly to the closest usable exit, taking nothing with you. High heel shoes must be taken off as they may tear the evacuation slide. Emergency lighting, including floor-level lighting, will help you find your way to the exit. It's clearly signed.
Just test the other fine. I didn't think it actually took the alarm at me the entire time. That's active. What's that? Deactivates. There we go. It's more like it. Engine 1 starts. An IVAO, Nikolai. You ask me this question every single time I stream, and the answer is always the same. IVAO. Knowing the aircraft, the most basic will save you money time at a flight school. Probably not, Depensy, because going through a flight school, you do have to go through every single process and every single situation in an aeroplane, so you may be an expert in Cessna, but starting from day one, you've got to go through it all, I'm afraid. Of course, if you fly with a bit of experience, then certainly less hours required to pass the license, but regardless, it shouldn't be how much money you spend, rather what gets you there flying safely.
Your oxygen mask is behind the panel just above your head. If the cabin air system should fail, this will
Right, resets the engine starter, APU generator off, APU comes off, and we are ready to taxi. Shuttle 14 Alpha is ready to taxi.
adjust the band to secure it. Then press
Shuttle 14 Alpha, taxi holding point Alpha 1, QNH is 1018.
some areas.
Taxi holding shorts Alpha 1, QNH 1018 first, Shuttle 14 Alpha.
If you're in a Club World sleeper seat, you may need
Right, so taxi charts for
devices, including
Belfast.
must be switched
So
off.
taxi down Alpha, holding Alpha 1, which is approaching in front of us. Maybe backtrack will be required. Taxi lights active. Parking brakes released.
Mobile phone and
Increase throttle, and let's get going.
calls or text messages. Remember,
Job parts frustrating. Keeps turning off and on rapidly. Not even touching the stick either.
should have
Well, check your dead zones, UK Flight Simmer. Perhaps your joystick's on a bit of a flicker on it, which causes it to activate. But for the most part, haven't found too many problems with it. Is IVAO a bit more beginner friendly in VATSIM because you find some guys in VATSIM a bit friendly towards beginners? I mean, I've never had a problem with IVAO controllers, they've always been very charming. What country are you in out of interest, Rymister? Whereabouts do you find yourself? Because if you're in the UK or Ireland, it'll be a part of the IVAO XU division, which I find fantastic, especially on the voice chats, always happy to have a chat. If you need support, trust me, IVAO XU will happily tell you how to fly 737 every single step of the way. We're known for that. Sadly, the said member no longer with us, but it's not the end of the world. That flaps 10, taxi lights active. Just about short Alpha 1. We're in the UK, yeah. So if you fly an IVAO XU division, you're on VC. Give us a shout.
14 Alpha via Alpha 1, backtrack and line up runway 22.
Fire Alpha 1, backtracking on up runway 22, shuttle 14 Alpha.
There's a reading light on the panel above you.
I forget, I haven't even the overlay yet, nobody reminded me. 14 Alpha. Then lights set, it's got emissions into the, well, strobe lights on. Which is one of these ones, can never remember where it is because the switches are horrible. There we go. It's got next to this airplane, it's not too easy to, if you look at it from the wrong angle, making any reference on the other panel with switches and labels is pretty much impossible. The thing ever superior with their buttons is that everything's lit up and bright. Blowing switches aren't too bad, but again, because it's at the wrong angle, it's it's not difficult to confuse switches. This thing, it's like light switches, impossible. Right, backtracking 2-2. We're a little behind schedule, but not terribly off it. About 4 minutes behind, just be able to pick up that without any problems whatsoever airborne. A little bit of throttle, so got a little bit of capacity to go. Yeah, pushing back a little bit. So departing out of Belfast, the left-hand turn shortly after departure. Why is it not going to work for us anymore? Ah, because if I turned it on, perhaps, that would probably work. So I'll check it out, right, mister. Even if you don't stick around for a long time, definitely worth checking out. Check the two networks, see what you like about them, hop on chat, have a laugh with us. You're always welcome, dude. Always welcome.
Shuttle 14 Alpha, the surface winds are 300 at 8 knots, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 for Shuttle 14 Alpha, thank you very much. Transponder to TAR right. Cabin crew, seats for departure. Bridge down the runway, hold short, but oh well. Right, so it's 40. 134 stable. So we're going, shall we?
Speed alive, both sides. 80 knots cross-checked. B1.
B1.
Rotate.
Rotates.
V2.
B2.
Positive rate to climb, gear up.
Gear up. Let's make a left hand turn. Yes, I want to see a flight path.
Safe line speed. Select flat.
Maps up. And it's around 4,000 feet per minute.
Shuttle 14 Alpha, switch Unicom 12 decimate, have a good flight.
Over to Unicom, 12 decimates for Shuttle 14 Alpha. Thank you for service. Take care and have a good evening, dude. Bye bye. Bank actually. .250 knots, kill throttle back slightly, and yeah, we'll do everything on the autopilot, I guess. So, autopilot active, holding the indicated airspeeds, and that, and well, turn it off now, up to level 230, cruising out to the outbound leg, or the inbound leg even, so level 230, continue climbing, hold to that 250 knots preferably. Hold 5,000 visits. Kind of vertical speed, pitch nose up. Perfect. Reset altimeter 1013. Cool, happy with that. Very shortly, going to pass through 10,000 feet. Landlights will come off. Increase speed over 250 knots. So again, small adjustments to throttle is required. And off we go, I guess. Welcome, Daniel. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How you doing today, dude? See you there with your shirt over your mouth. Hey, there he is. There he is on the old Discord chats. Not too bad, good. Well, back in about 34 minutes or so. We're a little behind schedule on the return leg, but not terribly out. 10,000 feet, land lights come off. Yeah, it's a pretty much a straight path for departure out now anyway, so probably switch off seatbelt sign as well. Yeah, departing straight out, left hand turn over Liverpool to get north of Wales, and then straight into Leeds. Nice and simple today. Cool. Flying from Paris to New York, very good. 25 minutes left at Paris to New York, gosh. We really are at the end of the flight there, squeaky bum time as you call it. Have a safe landing, touch up. Seatbelts off. And passengers can now roam around the cabin. Pitch now down slightly, increase throttle, let's go for a slightly faster rate of climb. I don't know if Photoshop does this, just... So we now have to make the Photoshop sidebar big again, just makes it small, it's really annoying. Don't like that. Wants it big. Windows, view, help. How do you set it up again? How do you reset it as well? I think reset it and just go back from that. Is there a co-pilot? Yes, there is California. There is co-pilots. Have you screen share? Have you screen share, Daniel? Yes. 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 I mean, I've already done it once so far. Maybe this is the second warning. Next time, we'll just get rid. British Columbia, very good. Flying to Anchorage. How's the flight today, Stefan? We're about 32 minutes to expected arrival. We did depart about 10 minutes behind schedule, so yeah, flight time is about 45 minutes this leg today. 45 minutes. Morgan, has been a while, dude. How you doing? Welcome to channel chats. Welcome back. So this flight plan takes us south of the Isle of Man, takes us to the south tip, left hand turn over Liverpool, be able to spot Liverpool John Lennon Airport to our right hand side. And from there it's pretty much a straight approach to Belfast, to Leeds-Bradford. I mean there's some small turns and vectors on the short final, but we'll get onto that a bit later on in the flights. But in itself it's a pretty simple leg, this one. Don't expect too much in the way of aviation today. Going to approach level 230 very shortly, 23,000 feet. When we do that, aircraft levels off. Small adjustments to throttle again, keep us on a relatively steady speed. And then, yeah, it's pretty much just a case of sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the flights. Like I say, it's been a couple of easy legs today, very short flights, 45 minutes long. We have got ATC active at Leeds-Bradford, so we'll be able to say hello to controller again. So the same controller we saw in the first leg, so be sure to say hello. And they're patiently waiting for us to the return leg today. That's what it's I'm being really smart about this. So again, we've got webcams on right now, but there you go. That's what ATC can see right now. It's their screen. They're actually doing circuits, are they? Who is that? Who is that? Who I think it is. Yes, yes it is. Okay, interesting. Well, we should say hello to them when we fly in. Yeah, it's who I thought it was. Shame about the exam yesterday, actually. Few minors in the assessment. Ultimately, it was a fail, but yeah, he's a good guy. He'll bounce back from it. I'm sure it'll be in no time. Passing that assessment. Also, very reliable as a badger. Every session he's always there. Never a failure. Have you been since your last stream? Not too bad, Rigor, not too bad. Oh, you were going to wave? Okay, in that case. There you go. You can wave now. This ain't creepy. Hey, there he is. Well, I'm getting shot for that later. Again, that's why I love the XT community. Oh god, I think I've killed him. Shame I can't hear him. He's saying something. Whoops, that's me over speed alarm. Oh, he's got his fan out. He must be saying he's a big fan. The delay. It's pretty funny. Like, not creepy in any way, shape or form. Still here has landing. Landing's alright on the inbound leg feature. Landing's pretty good. The return leg, we'll see. I put Ollie. Alright, how's a flight? Can spec good night. Huver Rotter. Have a good night, dudes. See, I still remember my finish. I'm going there in 2 weeks again, so hopefully I remember enough to keep me going around the country. Again, if I had to live in any country other than the UK, it probably would be Finland. By far my favourite country in all the trips I've made so far. And I know, I've made a lot of trips. There you go. That's the view of the guiding circuits right now at... Oh, we've actually got an air control as well. Yeah, that's guiding circuits right now. That's Leeds. She'll be buzzing them in our little Avro. Don't worry, you're off screen now. I won't show the screen anymore. I won't show the screen. So you've got circuits right now at Leeds. Keeping out for a little Beechcrafts, doing loops out of that's their airspace. Level 230. Definitely faster max cruise speed this time as well. But I got faster than the outbound leg. fact, we're also about to hit our top percent anyway, so I guess I was prepared for that very shortly. Double check the ATIS for the inbound. So right now reporting, that's what approach as well, don't we? Yes, approach. Runway 32 is the active, information alpha is currently set. 290 at 12 knot winds, plus 10 visibility, few clouds on 1,600, scattered at 3,000, 70 centigrades, 2.14. Yeah, pretty standard stuff for Leeds today. Right, arrival index, ILS runway 32. Execute that. All good. Grab the weather information very shortly. Also, grab the runway information very shortly. So, grab frequencies and headings. Just have one thing to finish quickly. I'll do that later. Right, so grab the charts, runway, close that, approach charts, runway 22, pin that. So that's Belfast City. That's right, correct airport, be very handy, Drawyah. Right, approach charts, runway 32 ILS. Taxi charts, repin those, pin those, and then star charts for arrivals. So coming in from Wolsey, fly to Barton, Barton to Pole Hill to Gasco, and Gasco, is that Gasco approach? 132, incorrect. Hang on. I'm confusing myself now, probably. I'm Drawyah, very simple. Right, that's actually it, sorry, it's Barton to Pole Hill, head for Batsley, 17 miles. True, we really do Barton straight to Batsley, although, well, start of descent, yeah, then we get there, right. So, grab the frequency, that's what matters right now. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Right, frequency is 110.9, already set. 110.9. Yeah, that's on course. Course heading 318. Cool. Right, so again, supposedly we are at top of descent. I don't disagree with that actually. We've got flight plan 2 seconds. So inbound waypoint now is Nomsu. Studios continuity, Charlie India 32, input that to there. From Holgate, do I want to fly to yeah, Holgate, straight into the airport. We'll do the leg to Batsley. 8 seconds elsewhere. If they give us something else, we'll then do something else. If they give us otherwise, that's what I'm looking for. So, Hull to Batsley, and Batsley to Charlie India. Cool, so that's my preliminary approach. What I get now comes from ATC, Nomsu. So from Nomsu, should be at level 230. Top descent is between Wallasey and Pole Hill, so leave it as this is for now. You can expect radar vectors off. Okay, that's fine. Radar vectors, that's fine. It's my life even easier, that. Flight tracking using Volanta, alright mister, and yes it is freeware. So I use Volanta for the logging and all that kind of stuff, and then the simulator itself using Volanta. Sorry, the IVAO WebEye, which is the online network I'm using. So 80 at Belfast, we'll get 80 on approach into Leeds today. So right now in front of us we've got Lufthansa from Manchester to Ljubljana, and we've also got a B36 doing circuits at Leeds today. Good luck to Mohammed on his first gold start. We'll get some very good views of the coast here, I think. Welcome, Ollie, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat. How you doing today, dude? Got a question, you got TS Classic today, it says your Mac graphics are terrible, one's TS122. Well, it's the same sim, TS2122. It just means that the route you're probably looking at is just a really old route, and therefore graphically not impressive. Train Sim World is the good looking one, Train Sim Classic is the old one, basically. If you're hoping Train Sim World, you bought the wrong sim, I'm afraid, dude. The benefit of watching the other guy flying is that I get an idea of the weather on arrival. A little bit cloudy, a little bit overcast, but not necessarily too bad. Mason's flying, a little bit windy too. He's pretty good with his circuits. He's bouncing around a little bit, so expecting some gusts. Any idea when you see travel vlogs? Very soon, Nicholas. I am not too far away from finishing now, actually. It's not since 8,000, roger that. Yeah, just got the last few ones to edit now and finalise, and we'll start uploading. I'm going to do one video a week, and that'll be scheduled probably for next Friday. So one video a week, a video every Friday for at least the next 20 weeks. That's how much of a backlog I've got. We stream more videos on the way too, and what's come after that? We're in for about 1,800 feet per minute. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, we just started our descent into Leeds-Bradford. Looking at around 20 minutes to arrival, a few clouds reported at 17 degrees centigrade. We will, as we continue our descent, be prepared that we'll be preparing to get aircraft for... I'm going to start that again. Ladies and gentlemen, we've started our descent into Leeds-Bradford and should be arriving in approximately 20 minutes. If you need to use toilets, please do so now, as we'll shortly be preparing the aircraft for our landing and have the seatbelt signs on for that shortly. Once again, hope you enjoyed Flight British Airways so far. At the moment, Leeds reporting at 17 degrees centigrade with a few clouds in the area, potentially some rainstorms on the way soon. Yeah, hope you enjoyed Flight British Airways so far. Sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the flights, and give updates once we are on the ground. Thank you very much. That sounds one of the worst announcements I've ever made, but the passengers get the message, I get the memo. Ooh, that's it's not Old Trafford down there. That's going to be. Oh, that was Old Trafford actually. No, is that odd? I don't know. Part of me says yes, part of me says no, but I think that may be old traffic down there. It's probably not. So I don't quite know where I am in this part of Manchester. Oh, it's Bolton. That may even be Bolton Wanderers ground. But was that red or blue? Contact Stuart Pole, roger that. 80,000 feet passing, 250 knots being held exactly. So far so good. On the standby, we're going to plug in 13458. And then tower is 120.3. Lucas, is it Salford City, is that? Salford City, thank you very much. Oh, that bank. If you don't say hey there, Leeds approach, you'll be very sad. He's got to do it now, does he? Alright, now approaching Pole Hill. We've got the same rate as this actually. I think we're doing alright for the rate of descent. 30 minutes expected arrival, we're a little behind schedule, but shouldn't be too much by the time we get ourselves into land. Once again, we're going to use vectors for the approach, so we'll reset that to our current heading at the moment. And that way, so it's turning it, it's a little easier for us to maneuver to. Favourite plane eye up? Probably the 737 or 747. 73 or 747. Right, Pole Hill. Good evening. Leeds approach, shuttle 14 Alpha at Pole Hill, passing through level 140.
Shuttle 14 Alpha, hey there, Leeds radar. Continue present heading, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1018.
Continue present heading and down to 5,000 feet, QNH 1018 for shuttle 14 Alpha. Right, going to correct our heading then. So heading. The previous heading was 080. So
Shuttle 14 Alpha, make a left turn heading 030, delay vectors for the altitude.
Left heading 030 and delay vectors for the altitude for shuttle 14 Alpha. Roger that. Where is that 3? There. Right. Switch over to nav. Let's now go onto the ILS when we get there. What we're looking at is setting the headings on the MCP there. Act up. Bring those back up slightly more. Seatbelts on. Yes, I've been on the Lizzie line. Went on the opening day. Worth a trip. Well, it's just train line, but I was working in London today, so it just made sense to go out and see it. But yes, I have been on it. I think it's pretty good.
Alpha, turn left heading 270.
Left heading 270 for shuttle 14 Alpha. Nothing 240. For 270 correction.
We have begun our final descent to Leeds-Bradford. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin.
Last reaching 1,000 feet, landing lights on. And keep the aircraft at 250 knots. For 2 hours and 6 minutes so far. Not bad that, not bad at all. Also, as for the standby frequency, we need to have that set to 120.305. Once we get over the tower, click the button, and the aircraft will do the rest.
Shuttle 1 for Alpha, complete left turn heading 150.
Continue left turn heading 150 for Shuttle 1 for Alpha. Uh, 305. Yes, they're doing touch and go circuits at the moment. They'll most likely be told to hold somewhere to the side, enabling us to then make our own approach and land. So we'll be a little delayed now due to traffic. That's this speed passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, updates from the flight deck. At the moment, we're looking to arrive around 10 or so minutes behind schedule due to traffic in the area. But at the moment, we're trying our best to keep up with time. Give you a heads up. At the moment, around 10 minutes behind due to traffic in the area. Sorry, delay due to traffic, about 10 minutes.
Shuttle 1 for Alpha, descend 4,000 feet.
4,000 feet for Shuttle 1 for Alpha. Again, worst case scenario, it will take us more than 8 minutes to land with our current position heading, so not the end of the world. Weather info. All provided on the IVAO website. So look at Leeds-Bradford, gives you the new type of the airport, followed by the different controllers giving their ATIS information as well. So we're now flying parallel to the runway, slightly to its southwest. Very shortly, we'll get a left-hand turn, and we'll turn ourselves onto some insets of the runway as well.
Shuttle 1 for Alpha, reduce speed to 200 knots.
Reduce speed to 200 knots for Shuttle 1 for Alpha. Cool, reducing speed in this thing. Got a bit of a holding it. Try our best, 200 knots. Got to remember this thing's all done with manual headings, so manual throttle, no auto throttle, so I have to hold it all bit by bit. We'll drop flaps down to 10 degrees as well, probably at this point. Take off your speed, as soon as it's slow enough, it will then flaps to drop. They're easy-ish. These easy-ish. If you're a new simmer resident, don't know how to fly, I wouldn't recommend this. Is not the best aircraft to start off with. Very hands-on, very manual, very little automatic systems. Come on, flaps, do your thing. Yeah, it's not the easiest plane to get your hands on straight away. Approaching 4,000. Live weather, Mike. This is all live weather. Live weather, live time. How about CRJ? Still also...
Shuttle 1 for Alpha, descend 3,000 feet.
Descend 3,000 feet for Shuttle 1 for Alpha. I'd say it's easier, more automatic systems, but no auto throttles again. So you have to do manual throttle, but I'd say it's a lot easier to manage the CRJ than it is the 8111. Plus, so down to 1,000 feet per minute. I'll stop alive, really? Impossible.
For Alpha, turn left heading 040.
Left heading 040 for shuttle 14 Alpha. Come on, flaps. Now you're a bit fast. I'm gonna drop you. 787, very easy. All automatic. Nothing we need to do in that aeroplane.
Shuttle 14 Alpha, climb and maintain 5,000 feet and route direct to Leeds MDB.
Climb, maintain 5,000 feet and route directed to Leeds MDB for shuttle 14 Alpha. Okay.
Shuttle 14 Alpha, we have aircraft that's just gone off the runway at the end. We'll be just putting in the hole for a few moments and see what the situation is.
Roger that. Message received. Shuttle 14 Alpha. Yeah, that's just happened. Okay, redirects to Leeds.
Shuttle 14 Alpha, in fact, maintain 3,000 feet, make a left turn heading 270. We'll should be able to get you in a bit sooner.
Roger that, down to 3,000, left hand 270 for shuttle 14 Alpha. Okay, right, there we go. 270, did you say? I wish I saw that crash. You know he's pretty good at flying. God knows what happened on that occasion. It's out of nowhere. And he's muted. Captain 779, no. Rubbish airplane. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Unrealistic. 747 gauges, 747 systems. It's not worth it. Not worth a penny. Got put off by me waving. Aww. So normally he's really good with his flying, so God knows what happened there. I hope he survived. Golden hour now. Golden hour. Looking very pretty in the cockpits. Landing very shortly.
Speed checked below 205.
Spot.
Select flaps 18. Speed check below 205. Select gear down.
Flaps 18 gear down. Thank you, co-pilots. Welcome back, Alfie. Increase throttle. Try and maintain that 200 knots. Ah, Chris, not too bad today. Course and approach, how are you doing? Bob channel, welcome to chats. Localizer arms.
Localizer captured.
He hasn't actually given us clearance to actually localize it, we're going to do it. Just realised I noticed the they're moving. I look on the web eye. The has now vacated. Shuttle 14 Alpha's on established runway 32.
Speed check to below
So
180.
14 Alpha, roger. I wasn't expecting you to establish from there, but okay, continue approach.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh well. Alright. Flaps. Next stage. A bit more throttle.
Shuttle 14 Alpha, contact Leeds Tower 120.305. Have a good flight. Bye-bye.
120305 for Shuttle 14 Alpha. Thank you very much for service. Bye bye. Hello there, Leeds Tower. This is Shuttle 14 Alpha, established runway 32.
Hello, Shuttle 14 Alpha, very interesting today. You should land runway 32, surface wind 290 degrees at 12 knots.
Clear to land, runway 32 for Shuttle 14 Alpha, thank you very much. So 12 knots, slight crosswind today, but not as gusty and windy as Leeds is usually known for. Nice open arms. Flaps 33, nice slope captured.
Established on the ILS.
Cool. Cabin crew, seats for landing please, seats for landing. And runway's in sight, just in front of us. Down the safe approach. Approach altitude sets. A scenic approach. Let's go over the city centre. Very, very good indeed. We enjoyed the best of the sights at Leeds, I think. We enjoyed some of the best of the sights. Don't forget we have got replay for both airports as well, so don't go there just yet. Replay for both Belfast and Leeds to go through. Once I deactivated my aeroplane. Taking a little bit of the wind at the moment, but nothing too excessive.
Great pressure sea. 80 knots.
80 knots.
60 knots.
60 knots. There you have it. Welcome to Leeds-Bradford, vacate to the right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leeds-Bradford. The local time is 8:33 p.m. and it's currently about 70 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices.
Text lights sets. APU starts.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have
Transponder to standby.
Shuttle 1 Alpha, welcome back to Leeds. Any standard preference?
Let's head back to stand 7 where we started, Shuttle 1 for Alpha.
Back to where you started, taxi stand 7 via Alpha.
Stand 7 via Alpha for Shuttle 1 for Alpha, thank you very, very much. Ah, this is where it existed. Okay, just front terminal. Nice and simple today. Right, AP starting up, all looking good. You can buy it yourself. Expert. Not too expensive these days. We're in the sale. Yeah, there is Urbex Leeds out. If I fly to this airport more frequently, I probably will pick it up. Not gonna lie. If there's demand for it, we'll do it. So look, there's ground services, the exact same vehicles we saw when we had the parts a little bit earlier. Let's kill our taxi lights. I'm going to fly tonight, East Coast. I've never done 2 already. Have dinner now. And chat to the lads. IVAO. Parking brake sets. APU is active. APU generator is on. Engines off.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross-check.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leeds-Bradford. Local time right now is coming up to 20 to 9, with temperature outside at 17 centigrade. We thank you for flying with British Airways. We hope you enjoyed the flight with us on board today. Apologies for the slight delay on arrival. Otherwise, we will hope to see you in the very near future. Cabin crew, dial sign board of project, please. Thank you for flying with us today. Right, so...
1-4 Alpha, thank you very much for coming to Leeds, and I hope you have a nice rest of your evening. Unicom 122 decimal 8. See ya.
Over to Unicom 122 decimal 8 for Shuttle 1 for Alpha. Thank you for service, dude. Take care and have a good time. Bye bye. Right, aircraft doors open, passengers disembarkation, and let us, well, shut the airplane down, I guess. It's the end of our flights. So off. Okay, so knots off. Off. Next, we'll say on a smoking sign. Yeah, looking good, and all you need to do is switch off the batteries as soon as passengers have left the aeroplane. Flight directors off and off. Fuel dampener, that's already off, avionics, looking good. Right. End of flights. Let's have a look at the reports. So BA1313, RJ100 from Alpha Charlie to Nova Mike, from Belfast to Leeds. 41-minute flight time, plan departure 44, flight 51, planner off 39, right 33. 7 passengers, 9 satisfaction, 9 rate 177, blocks on 53 minutes, so this was a little bit longer than the last flight, but not by much. I must admit I didn't check the passengers' names this time, so quick go through the list. Any names you recognise, give us a shout, quick go through the list. I don't know if there'll be anyone really to shout out about. Nope, not today. Nope, not today. Caroline Johnson, I swear that's the wife of Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson, wife. It's Carrie, yeah. Carrie Johnson. So we had Prime Minister Boris Johnson's wife on board the flight today. Well, here's a flight report in the chat if you guys want to look at more detail. Yeah, Carrie Johnson. First lady herself. I can go. Done the replay. We'll disconnect from my video now. Thank you for service. Going to close the doors, get the engines online, and now it's time for the replays. Cool, so first landing we'll do Belfast City. Start off from the left hand side. So again, a little bit windy, but for the most part pretty stable. The BAE 146 is definitely a little bit of a wobble when it comes to approaches, but nothing too excessive. The melee aircrafts, no, afraid not. Sadly, they've disappeared. I want to know what happened. Like I say, how did he end up on his front? He's always really good when it comes to his flights. Very interesting. So nice and steady, looking smooth. And touchdown. BA do not operate the BA 146 anymore. UK's planes also, they retired it about 10 years ago. Sadly, an airplane did no longer fly. Yeah, not a bad landing, that's not bad at all. Just in for the right hand side. Engine cut out for some reason, just drops like a rock. Interesting, okay. Did he run out of fuel? Well, it must be. It's a Beechcraft, even with half a tank, that's hours of flying. Very odd. Welcome, yes, how you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to chat. Say today, dude. What's your longest landing ever in flights? It'll be a flight I did into China a little while ago. The highest altitude, the longest runway airport in the world, using Thailand for the runway of like 10 kilometers. There's your touchdown. Not bad, that. The nose wall's definitely airborne for a little bit longer than I would have liked, but it wasn't a bad landing by any means. Let's do now a view from the landing gear. We'll do a runway side view, and then we'll do the Leeds-Bradford landing. I'm not a great pilot, yes, but thanks to the fine words. So, short final in. Nice and steady. Yeah, it's like no way to Sarah Pills. I had no cargo. Yeah, no cargo. The aircraft was empty. No wonder the aircraft took long to drop. The airplane's still in service, yes, Cuba, but not British Airways. It now operates predominantly, I think, in Australia, actually. Right, drop the fire mode, do one last landing view from Belfast, and then we'll go zoom over to Leeds. So a little bit of crabbing, a little bit of a crosswind. And your touchdown. Yeah, that's this is a proper BE-146 landing. You never land in a straight line, you always have to slide around the runway somewhere. Very good. Right, so have a look at Leeds-Bradford, shall we? So zoom over. I love the replays, I'm sure you do, Gary. This is the bit where you get to judge me for a little detail. Nah, they are good, aren't they? We've got to explain, it's all default. Microsoft Flight Sim, and use a payware mod for that. But I do like FlightControlReplay, actually, it's a very dynamic little tool, this, so I can't complain. There you go, landing from the right hand side, landing from the hills, city from the left, and then we'll do a few external views, and then bring it to an end. 2.5 hours of streaming today. I didn't even think I was going to stream, but I was like, well, people in the X were like, go on, Drawyah, just do it, because I know you want to, and well, it worked out quite nicely in the end. 2 legs, decent number of views, looking very good. How much is the sim? Depends which level you get. The basic $60, premium's $90, premium deluxe $120. So it was a little bit heavier, but not by much, not by much. Of course, the scenery, however, is what really wins it. The hills, the valleys. It is pretty. The moors. Need to fat leads more often. We'll see, dude. We shall see. Forget 77300. Sorry, I'm flying Jet 2 all the time. To be fair, 738 probably get a few Jet 2 flights as well. Not based here, but sure get a few legs. Yeah, that was smooth enough. That was smooth enough. Right, let's do a landing gear view. You take care, Nicholas. Sure, see you again soon. KLM, yes, there are KLM options as well. Get Stan Schiphol from here. Never forget those guys teaching me how to pronounce the airport's name at Amsterdam. No reverse thrust, Cuba. It's all been done on the brakes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Smooth as can be, that. Smooth as can be. Stick ourselves on the side of the runway. And one last view of the landing, this time from the position of the runway. Concord video, yes, Ahmed, we'll do another one soon. Just need to figure out when, basically, when I've got time for it. Concord takes a bit more planning than normal aircraft, so we should be prepared for it. So, short final in. In the garden now with a sunset sky. It is pretty. There's the reverse doors out, speed brakes. So yeah, I guess that brings us to the end of our stream today. That was the RJ100, the BAE 146-300 from Just Flight. Really enjoyed that flight. 2 legs from Leeds-Bradford to Belfast City and then back to Leeds. AC on both ends. A crash from a poor Beechcraft pilot as well at Leeds. Yeah, I don't know why the lights flash there. It's just a glitch with the replay, I think. But no, apart from that, yeah, really good flight. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe if it's ready. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Some more flights in action. Probably tomorrow, actually, Saturday. Take care. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekends. Bye bye.